So just like God makes covenants, people can make covenants and agreements between themselves in written or with a symbolic acts or items or rituals or prophetic acts. A standing stone and pile of stones are the signs of the agreement reached between Laban and Jacob, his son-in-law. Stefan Hager, I'm reading from Pakistan, Islamabad. You open your own language Bible with me. 45 verse we read on this long chapter, the last bit today of chapter 31 in Genesis, Badaish, Tawrat. Open your own language Bible with me. So Jacob took a stone. He set it up as a pillar. Look at this. He said to his relatives, get some stones. So they took stones and put them in a pile, and they ate there by it. Look at this. Pile and pillar, these were boundary markers between the land of Laban and Jacob. Look. Laban named the pile of stones Jegar Shahaduta. Jacob named it Galid. Laban said, this pile of stones is a witness between you and me today. That's why it was named Galid. It was also called Mizpah. That's because Laban said, may the Lord keep watch between you and me and when we are away from each other. You see, it's good to make an agreement, and when you separate, that you live at peace in your heart with one another. Even you have disagreements, but you go your own way. Look at this now. Don't treat my daughters badly, verse 50. Don't get married to any woman besides my daughters. Look at this. Father-in-law says, huh? And there is a culture that people marry multiple wives. There isn't anyone here to see what I'm doing. But remember that God is a witness between you and me. Laban also said that Jacob, here is this pile of stones, and here is its pillar. Look at this. I set them up between you and me. This pile is a witness, and this pillar is a witness. They give witness that I won't go past this pile to harm you. And they give witness that you won't go past this pile and pillar to harm me. So it's like a boundary stone. Ever heard about the boundary stone? In Proverbs it says, don't remove ancient boundary stones, which your forefathers set up between tribes and families and people. And countries, borders, important. The God of Abraham and Nahor is also the God of their father. May their God decide which of us is right. So Jacob took an oath in the name of the God his father Isaac worshipped, Isaac. He offered a sacrifice there in the hill country. Look, they gave sacrifice in the Old Testament. And he invited his relatives to a meal. After they had eaten, they spent the night there. You know, sometimes meals are important where you come to an agreement on a meal table, over a meal. Early the next morning, Laban kissed his grandchildren and his daughters. He gave them his blessing. Then he left, and he also returned home.